Good afternoon, my dear children. How are you all? Yes, we are meeting after a short break after completing your first semester examination. How was your exams? Did all of you score good marks in all subject? Okay, I hope all of you scored good marks in all subject and many of you scored full marks in physical science exam. So, special congratulations to those scored full marks, and also congratulations to all of you. And then today we are going to learn a new chapter from physical science. Okay, are you ready? Then let's welcome to today's session. What did you heard? Yes, you heard sound of violin, isn't it? Did all of you love violin? Okay, maybe we all may not know how to read this instrument, but all are allowed to enjoy it, isn't it? Yes, you heard the sound of violin. Okay, then now you can hear my voice, isn't it? Yes. Then, how do you come to know that a period is over in your school? While you were in school, how do you come to know that a period is over in your school? How? Yes, by hearing the sound of bell, we can understand that this period is over, isn't it? Then, also, you come to know easily that someone is at your door when he knocks or you hear the sound of the doorbell. That is, if we hear a doorbell, we know that someone is near at our door. Or if we are hearing the sound of someone's footsteps, then we can understand that someone is near. Isn't it? Yes. Most of the time you can make out that someone is approaching you by just hearing the footsteps. Okay. Also, you might have played a game called hide and seek, isn't it? Okay. Then in this game, a person is blindfolded and has to catch the remaining players. How can we find the remaining players? How do you find the remaining players? Yes, we can find the players by hearing a small sound from that side. Maybe that may be a breathing sound, maybe a tapping or hitting sound. By listening carefully to that small sound, we can identify the person hiding in that area. Isn't it? Yes. Then, how is the blindfolded person able to guess which player is closest to her or him? How? By listening to the sound. Isn't it? Yes. That is, the sound plays an important role in our lives. So, in this chapter, the name of our new chapter is sound. Okay? the chapter 13 sound. Okay, then in this chapter, the topics to be covered are, the first one is the sources of sound. Okay, the sources means the material which produce sound are called sources of sound. So we know the different sources of sound. Okay, then the first one is the sources of sound. Next, how is sound is produced? We know different sources of sound. That is, we know the different objects that are able to produce sound. For example, taking me as an example, here I am talking to you. So, I am the sources of sound. Okay, here you can take me as a source of sound. So, I am producing sound. Okay, I am talking to you. So, I am producing sound. So, here me as a source of sound. Also, here sound is here hearing from your mobile phone or laptop loudspeaker or etc. There, in that case, that is the source of sound. Okay, then how a sound is produced from this source? Next, we are going to discuss the sound produced by human. That is, in this case, I am talking to you. In that case, me, I is the sources of sound. So, how a human is able to produce sound? The next, the propagation of sound. Propagation means the sound has the ability to travel from one place to another. How the sound is traveled from one place to another, which is called propagation of sound. In this chapter, we will discuss about these points detail. Okay. Next, how the hearing is possible. How the hearing is possible. Next, amplitude, time period, and frequency of a vibration. These are some words, these are some terms which depends upon the nature or properties of sound. Okay, amplitude, time period, and frequency of a vibration. Next, audible and inaudible sounds. That is, here audible means that is audible. We can hear that sound. Okay, that is audible. We can hear the sound from birds, the sound of rain, the sound of thunderstorm, etc. Is audible too. That is audible. Next is not audible. That is inaudible sounds. Next, noise and music. Okay. Last, noise pollution. These are the topics to be covered in this chapter. Okay, that is the sources of sound, how a sound is produced, then sound produced by humans, propagation of sound, how the hearing is possible, then amplitude, time period, and frequency of a vibration, audible and inaudible sound, noise and music, and last, noise pollution. Can you make a list of sounds you hear in our surroundings? Can you make a list? Yes, it's very simple. In earlier also I said the sound of birds, the chirping of birds, the sound of rain, the sound of thunderstorm, then the horn of vehicles, etc. are the sounds it's here in our surrounding. Also, in the music room of your school, you hear the sound produced by different musical instruments like flute. It's visible in the screen. The flute, tabla, harmonium, etc. also some musical instruments. Okay, from these materials the sound is produced. So, the material from which the sound is produced are called the sources of sound. So, these are some important sources of sound. Also, we say the television, laptop, etc. also are sources of sound. Okay. So, the material from which the sound is produced are called which sources of sound. Okay. Then, how is the sound produced? Do you know how the sound is produced from a violin? Do you know? Also, then if a sound is produced using a violin, then how does it travel from one place to another? If we are sitting in the back of a room and a person is playing a violin in front, then also we can hear the sound of that violin. That means the sound from the violin is traveling from one place to another. So, how does it travel from one place to another? Also, how do we hear that sound? Then why are sound louder? Why some sounds are louder and some sounds are not that much of louder? Okay, we shall discuss such questions also in this chapter. First, we can discuss how a sound is produced. For understanding the production of that sound, we can do a activity.
Take a rubber band. Put it around the longer side of a pencil box. Insert two pencils between the box and the stretched rubber. Now, plug the rubber band somewhere in the middle.
Here we took a rubber band and put it around the longer side of a pencil box. Okay, and inserting two pencils in between the box and the stretched rubber. Okay. Now we plug the rubber band somewhere in the middle. Okay. Do you hear any sound?
Do you hear any sound? And what do you observe about the rubber band? Recall that the to and fro or back and forth motion of an object is termed as vibration.
Yes. First here we take a rubber band and put it around the longer side of a pencil box and insert two pencils in between the box and the stretched rubber band. Then we plugged the rubber band somewhere in the middle and we can hear a sound. How the sound is produced? First we can see that the motion of that rubber band, that is the rubber band is moved like to and fro or back and forth. That is, the rubber band is vibrated. What is mean by vibration? The vibration is the to and fro or back and forth motion of that object. Here the object is rubber band. So the to and fro or back and forth motion of an object is called vibration. Here we can hear the sound of that rubber band because of the vibration of that rubber band. That is how a sound is produced. Normally, a sound is produced by the vibration of an object. Sound is produced by the vibration of an object. Then what is vibration? Vibration is the to and fro or back and forth motion of an object is called vibration. Okay, watch this one more time.
Do you hear any sound? And what do you observe about the rubber band? Recall that the to and fro or back and forth motion of an object is termed as vibration. When a tightly stretched band is plucked, it vibrates and produces sound. When it stops vibrating, it does not produce any sound.
Okay, as here we can see that to and fro or back and forth motion of this object. Here the object is rubber band. Here which is called vibration. That to and fro or back and forth motion of an object is called vibration. When a tightly stretched band is plugged, it vibrates and produces sound. When it stops vibrating, it does not produce any sound. Okay. When a tightly stretched rubber band is plugged, it vibrates and produces sound. And when it stops vibrating, it does not produces any sound. That is, a sound is produced by the vibration of an object. Is it clear? Do you know sound is a form of energy? I think you have learned about different form of energy in our previous classes. That is, what are the main forms of energy? Sound energy, heat energy, light energy. These are some forms of energy. Like that, sound is also a form of energy, which produced by the vibrations. That is, the sound is produced by the vibration of object. Okay, and the sound plays an important part in our daily life. It has an important role in our daily lives. It helps us to communicate with each other. If you want to buy a notebook, or if you want to buy a laptop, or if you want something, you want to communicate with your parents. For that case also, the sound plays an important role. Also, we hear a wide variety of sounds in our surrounding. In the starting of this class, I have discussed about this. We are hearing a wide variety of sounds like the chirping of birds, the sounds of vehicles, and the sound of rain, etc. And all these sounds are produced by a vibrating body. All the sounds are produced by the vibrating of a body. We have so an experiment, and which clear that a sound is produced by the vibration of a body. And what is vibration? Vibration is the to and fro or back and forth motion of an object. For example, if you strike a school bell, it vibrates and produces sound. If you strike a school bell and touch it with your fingers, you can feel that vibration. Or if you take a steel plate and tap it with a spoon and touch with your fingers, in that case also you can feel the vibration. Also, if you pluck a stretched rubber band, it vibrates and produces sound. If you beat a drum, it is stretched membrane. That drum stretched membrane vibrates and produces sound. That stretched membrane vibrates to and fro and it produces sound. Also, if you blow a bugle, the air column vibrates and produces sound. Generally, we can say that the sound is produced by the vibration of an object. And what is vibration? Vibration is the to and fro or back and forth motion of the object. And also, we heard about lots of examples or lots of sources of sound, mainly some musical instruments. And mainly there are four types of musical instruments. That is, the production of sound musical instruments depending on the type of instrument. That is how a sound is produced from a musical instrument depending upon the type of that musical instrument. Mainly there are four types of musical instrument. Okay, these I am saying for just for your knowledge. No need to by heart this type of musical instruments. Okay, that is, mainly there are four types of musical instruments: woodwind, string, percussion, and brass. These are four types of musical instruments. Woodwind instruments means make music by blowing on the top. We know that by blowing on the top of that flute, we can hear the melodious sound. That is woodwind. It's an example for woodwind instrument. Flute is an example for woodwind instrument that make music by blowing on the top of that instrument. Okay, that is woodwinds. Next one is string instrument. You can say that easily. String instruments make music by plucking or drumming the strings, by plucking on the string that produces sound. By the vibration of that string that produces sound, which are called string instruments. Next is percussion instruments. Percussion instruments make music by striking, shaking, or scraping. That is drum, piano, etc. Okay, that is percussion instruments. Next is brass instruments. Brass instruments make music by buzzing lips while blowing. Okay, that's our brass instrument. These are four types of musical instruments. And here are some musical instruments and their vibrating parts. It's important. Children, there is a table in your textbook in page number 159, the table 13.1. Okay, you have to fill that table after watching this class. Okay, page number 159, table 13.1. There are some list of musical instruments and the vibrating part producing sound. Which part is vibrating? Okay. First one is veena, the musical instrument veena. We know that the vibrating part is the stressed string. That string is the vibrating part. Also in the case of sitar, violin, guitar, or also in these four cases, the vibrating part that producing sound is the stretched string. Don't forget to fill the table 13.1. Then next, tabla. Tabla, in this tabla, the vibrating part is a stretched membrane. There is a stretched membrane. So that stretched membrane is vibrating in to and fro. By this vibration, sound is produced in tabla. Next, in the case of mridangam, drum, also the vibrating part is stretched membrane. Next, shehnai, flute and mouth organ. In these three musical instruments, the vibrating part is air column. Okay, don't forget to fill that table. Okay. So, in this class, we discussed about some sources of sound and how a sound is produced from an object. We know different sources of sound, some musical instruments, television, radio, and horn of vehicles. These all are some sources of sound. And in all these sources, the sound is produced by the vibrating part of that object. That vibrating part vibrate in to and fro or back and forth manner, and by this vibration that sound is produced in different object. So some musical instruments are the main sources. Some musical instruments produce sound when they are beaten or struck. Okay, example bell, etc. are also some sources of sound. Then in our next class, we will be discussing about how a sound produced by humans. Okay. Then, so all of you don't forget to read your textbook. There is more activities in your textbook. It's very simple to do. Try to do that activities. If you are doing that activity, you can record that one. And also if you are recording that one, then you can send it to me. Okay. Thank you. Have a nice day.